Hey, what's going on, everybody? In today's video, I'm going to talk about what happens when you hit a plateau with intermittent fasting and what you can do to overcome it. And specifically, I'm going to talk about the plateau that I've been in over the last few months and what I'm going to do to break through the next level. And be sure to stick around to the end because I've got a special offer for those that are interested in going a little deeper and getting some one-on-one coaching. Be sure to stick around because I've got something special for you at the end of today's video. Hey, so if you're new here or don't know me, my name is Ryan Johnson from Intermittent Fasting with Ryan. And over the last 10 months, I've lost 60 pounds following an intermittent fasting routine. Now, I have done yo-yo diets my entire life. For the last 15 years, I've gained and lost the same 40 to 60 pounds more times than I can count. But at the start of the COVID lockdowns last year, I reached an all-time high of 265 pounds, and I decided enough was enough. It was time to not only to lose the weight, but more importantly, to keep it off forever. So I committed to intermittent fasting, and I have been following an intermittent fasting routine for almost 11 months now, and I have lost 60 pounds, 55 if you count kind of what I put on over the last week, but essentially I've lost about 60 pounds and I've been able to keep it off and I've got no signs of slowing down. So that's who I am. If you're new, welcome. If you're interested in sustainable weight loss tips and following my journey, please, I encourage you to click subscribe now if you haven't already. And if you're joining me now in the video, be sure to hit that like button. Also, if you've got any questions, be sure to leave those in the live chat if you're joining me live, or leave them in the comments if you're watching this on the replay, and I'll be sure to go back and answer each and every one of those questions. So like I said, in today's video, I'm going to be talking specifically about the plateau that I have been in for the last few months and what I'm going to do to break through. So again, like I said, I have been focused on slow and steady weight loss, not just losing the weight quickly, but figuring out how to keep it off for good. And the thing that I have done to be able to do that is I take a stair-step approach. So when I first started intermittent fasting, unlike every other crash diet that I had done in the past, where I completely committed to the diet for a short period of time, I would have success, but then I would always put the weight back on, because really what I was doing was I was following a diet or a strict set of guidelines while I was losing the weight, but I had no plan on what to do once I got to my weight, because the things that I was doing, whether it be low carb or Weight Watchers, or I was doing bodybuilding stuff, I was doing, the 6 meals a day, calorie restriction. I didn't intend on doing that long term. Therefore, whenever I stopped doing that, I put the weight back on. So with intermittent fasting, I've been taking a slow and steady approach, because my plan is, once I have a habit established, then I can build a new healthy habit. So at the end of 2 years' time, I will be at my goal weight, but more importantly, I will have built the habits to continue my progress throughout my life. So that's kind of how I've been approaching it. But I will say, over the last few months, my weight has not gone down, and there's a few reasons for that. But I'm at the point now to where I want to add that next healthy habit in order to continue my weight loss. So a quick disclaimer, everybody always talks about plateaus and what to do to get to the next level. And that's what this video is for. If you are in a plateau, kind of like I am, I did just get off vacation where I put on 10 pounds. Over the last probably 3 weeks, I'm up about 10 pounds total. It's already starting to come down. But this video is for those that have already been fasting, probably for more than 4 months, and are at a plateau and ready to take it to the next level, which is where I'm at. So I've lost 50 to 60 pounds. I've still probably got another 20 pounds to go. But what I did in the beginning is not going to be enough to get me through all the way to my to my goal weight or my goal body type, which is, back to an athletic build. I'd like to have my six-pack back. I'd like to be in shape. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to add my next healthy habits. The first habit that I built was fasting. That's the first habit that I recommend anybody build. Don't make any changes to your diet. Just focus on your fasting. And I'm not going to get completely into that. I'll leave a video on the screen now if you're interested in seeing my overall approach. But now that I am in a plateau, here's what I'm going to do. So for every time, there is a season. And right now, that season for me is it's time to kick it up a notch. So I've been riding steady. I've been doing intermittent fasting. I've been tracking my calories consistently for 11 months now. And I'm going to start to focus on two things to help get me to that next level. I'm going to start to dial in my macronutrients. And more importantly, I'm going to focus on my protein intake because one of my personal goals is to have a muscular build. That's kind of what I'm going for. So I'm going to focus on my protein intake, as well as I'm going to increase the intensity of my workouts. So if you want to see what I've been doing for working out, again, I'll leave a playlist here on the screen. You can go. Essentially, for the last 8 months, my workouts have been about the same. They haven't changed too much. I'm generally doing bodybuilding type workouts, weightlifting type stuff for two reasons. One, because my ultimate goal is a muscular physique, so I need to do that. And two, I enjoy it. So I always recommend you do some sort of workout that you recommend, or some sort of workout that you enjoy, because the most important thing is that you stick with it. But the two things that I'm going to change to get through this plateau and to get to my ultimate physique level is I'm going to start to focus on my protein intake, as well as I'm going to up the intensity on my workouts. I had a workout today. I was in the gym. I did a little bit of weightlifting and a little bit of high intensity interval training. I had just a phenomenal workout, felt really good. But I can tell that in order to make it to the next level, I'm going to have to increase not only the intensity of my workouts, but more importantly, the intentionality of my workouts, meaning I'm going to have to do what's known as progressive overload. So the same way that I've been tracking my calories, I'm going to start tracking my workouts because really for the last 8-9 months, I've been going in the gym and I've been lifting, but I haven't really been making sure every week I'm progressing. Now I have been progressing, but I haven't been meticulous about tracking that. Now I'm at the point where I'm going to have some focused workouts to make sure that I'm driving strength gains in order to reach my next goal. Now, again, I say it all the time. I'm not looking to lose weight fast. I'm looking to lose weight forever. So I'm going to up my intensity over the next few months. So if you've been following along my week of eating videos and kind of been following my journey, you know that I'm a fairly easygoing kind of guy because I think one of the recipes for falling off weight loss is to go too hard, too fast. So what I'm doing is I have decided for this next season, call it, probably 2 months, I'm just going to give myself a little extra boost to kind of make it over the hump. I'm not going to do anything too crazy because it's all about, building one habit at a time. But the habit that I'm going to focus on next is making sure that I'm hitting my protein intake. Because if you've watched any of my week of eating videos, I do track my calories, so I have an idea where I'm at so that I am in a calorie deficit. But as far as types of foods, I really just eat what I want. But because I had 80 pounds to lose, you can do that when you have a lot to lose. Because when you're first starting out, if you make a small change, i.e. intermittent fasting, a small change can make a big difference. But as you get closer and closer to your goal, sometimes it takes a bigger change for a smaller difference. So the change that I'm going to make is I'm just going to start making sure that I hit my protein intake. So I started that on Monday. Today is the third day of that. So really, I'm not cutting back my carbs and my fats. I'm just trying to get more protein in, because like on Monday night, I finished the day. I had a protein shake, but I also had a bowl of Captain Crunch, right? So I'm not cutting out carbs, because again, if you cut things out completely, that's a recipe for a yo-yo diet. So again, if you're joining me in the live stream, or if you're watching this on the replay, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave those in the chat. Or if you're watching this on the replay, go ahead and leave those in the comments. So that's kind of my plan. And for the next season, for the next few months, I'm going to really increase my intensity in the gym, and I'm going to make sure that I'm hitting my protein targets, because I have an end goal of a muscular physique. I'm not there yet, but I'm going to be. So now, one of the things I did want to talk about, so as I have progressed, not only in my weight loss, but in my YouTube journey, I enjoy sharing my journey, and I get a lot out of accountability and motivation from sharing what I am doing. And I want to continue to do that and expound on that. And one of the things that I just created a few weeks ago was a Patreon page. So if you are interested in going a little deeper, I did create a Patreon, and I wanted to do a special offer for the first 10 people that sign up at the VIP level. And if you don't know what Patreon is, I'm going to continue to post my videos on YouTube. If you're in any of the Facebook groups that I'm in, I'm going to continue doing everything that I have been doing. But, it would be my goal and my desire to do more of this, to do more helping, sharing. Right now I'm doing a video sometimes 2 a week. I would love the opportunity to be able to produce better videos, to not only share my journey, but to help motivate, inspire others. So I created the Patreon to kind of help me do that. So what Patreon is an opportunity for people to support creators. People ask, how much money I make on YouTube, and the answer is absolutely zero. I make negative money. And I'm not doing this for money, but Patreon is a way to support creators so that they can continue to produce content. So for me, I would love to spend more time, whether it be creating courses or doing coaching, all those kinds of things. And Patreon will allow me to do that. So for the first 10 people, and one has already signed up. So for the next 9 people that sign up at the VIP level, and there's a few levels, there's $5 a month, $10 a month, and different perks at each. $5 a month is essentially, if you enjoy what I'm doing and want to support, essentially for the price of a cup and a half or 1 cup of Starbucks coffee, you can just support kind of what I'm doing there. And then the $10 a month, you get some behind the scenes type stuff that I'll put on Patreon. But for the next 9 people that sign up at the VIP level, which is $25 a month, for the next 9 people that sign up, what you get at that level is I'm going to do a monthly group coaching call. So similar to this live stream that I'm doing now, only I'm going to create a Zoom room where everyone will come in. We'll have a focused training for that month, because again, I'm all about small steps. So, hey, this month we're going to focus on, and I'll pick the topic and we'll talk about it as a group, but there'll be interaction between you and I in that group coaching session. But for the next 9 people that sign up, I'm going to do a one-on-one welcome call. And I'm going to limit that to 10 people because I am working full-time right now. I work a full-time job. I work 4 12s in a week, so I'm working 48 hours a week in addition to being a husband, a father, a dad, trying to do this YouTube. So you can kind of see my time is more limited. Again, I like to give as much as I can, but for the next 9 people that sign up, if you sign up at the $25 a month support level, in addition to the monthly group coaching call, you'll get, I'll do a one-on-one kind of welcome call. I'd love to hear about your personal goals and maybe talk through a plan with you, and we can connect that way. Additionally, if you sign up within the next week, our first monthly group coaching call is going to be next Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And there's 2 times that I'm doing those group coaching calls. You can see that on the page now. But if you go to patreon.com/intermittent fasting with Ryan, you can sign up there. So if that's something that you're interested in, please, I encourage you to go there and sign up. And again, I would love the opportunity, because this is as much for me as it is for other people, but I really do get a lot of motivation and accountability from sharing my journey. And I would love the opportunity to actually help more people reach their goals, because, man, I hate fad and crash diets. I'm completely against them because they ate up, 10 years of my life doing the weight loss yo-yo. I would rather focus and help 10 people lose weight and lose it forever than help 1,000 people lose 20 pounds in the next 3 weeks. That's not what my promise is. We're not going to lose weight fast. We're looking to lose weight forever. So again, if you're interested in those group coaching calls, or just, at $5 a month, supporting just what the channel is doing and kind of supporting those week of eating videos help in that way, please feel free to head over to Patreon. And if you have any questions, again, it doesn't look like we have any in the live stream, but please, I answer every comment. So if you have any questions, leave those in the comments below, and I will go back and answer those afterwards. And if you're getting any value out of this, please do me a favor, share the page. If I'm helping you out at all, tell a friend about the YouTube channel, and I would love the opportunity to kind of continue to spread that message of, hey, we need to lose weight forever, not necessarily fast. So thanks again for joining in. And if you're new to intermittent fasting or interested in starting on your own intermittent fasting journey, I'm going to leave some videos on the screen now. I encourage you to check those out. And remember, willpower is a limited resource. We're not looking to lose weight fast. We're looking to lose weight forever. Thanks again, and I'll catch you in the next video.